Where the Gator Bowl once stood, now stands this facility. TIAA Bank Field. As EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Jacksonville, Florida. Coming up, we're keeping things in the AFC for an intra-conference contest between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. On the Colts sideline, that's head coach Shane Steichen. His side not able to get it done in their home opener, hoping for some better luck on the road here. Running the show across the field, the head coach of the Jaguars. His guys were winners in Week 1. You know they'd love to start the year with back-to-back dubs. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you up in the booth. Kicker Cam Little down on the field. Looks ready to get things started. And we're off and running from Everbank. He spins right by him. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So out come the Colts for their first offensive possession. And amidst the veterans, it's this rookie quarterback leading them out.
Some tough luck last week for this quarterback, Kate. 2 touchdowns, the 1 interception, and you just know the way it works. These coaches love to tell us they always think about the losses. They sting way more than the wins. It's the same thing with the quarterback. He's not thinking about the touchdowns. He's thinking about correcting that interception and knowing right here, he's got to play some clean ball.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Second down carry for Taylor. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. A look at his numbers on the ground from last week here.
That's good for a Colts. First down.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
38-yard line.
Going to the ground again on first. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be second down.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Dumps it off to his running back. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
They'll throw 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, I'm flipping through, Brock. That certainly wasn't in the offense's opening script, but if you're a defender, just how you wrote it up.
Yeah, defensively, that was a week of practice and planning visualized and executed in real time.
And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. So here comes the Jaguar offense now. Their turn to set out on an opening drive. And bringing them out to former #1 overall pick out of Clemson in 2021, Trevor Lawrence.
The promise and the potential, well, they've been with Lawrence his whole football life. From high school in Georgia to stardom at Clemson, and even a playoff run in Jacksonville. It's just consistency. Week in and week out will be the next step for Trevor in his career.
Brings up
second down now. They need 7. Staying with Walker. And they won't be able to get past the line. And very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing 3rd down to begin this ballgame.
A loss of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. And downfield, and Myers has it. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a gain of 22. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
All right. Now things starting to pick up a little bit after a slow start, Brock. Last things fans want to see is a couple of uninspiring drives to begin a game.
Yep, they get the first and generate just a little excitement that we could see maybe our first touchdown here, or at least avoid another quick punt.
It is charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 47-yard line.
From the shotgun, Lawrence completed over the middle. And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Colts side of the field. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Complete beyond the marker. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down. We've set it downs from 37.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Walker on first down. He dodged the tackle. And he comes through big here. 9 yards. It's second down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Jaguars making their first trip inside the red zone. They've got first and 10 from the 20. From the red zone now. Here's a screen out for Walker. And he's not going to get anything out of this. The defense all over it, and they're going to take him out for a loss of 2.
He's taken out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Lawrence working from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
To number 86.
Third down, they need 7.
A gain of 5. Brings up third and 7.
He'll air it out on third. Looking Myers, and he's got it. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
Little Tex on the extra point. And the Jaguars will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
7. Colts nothing.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Colts with their offense out. Their second drive coming up. And it's an interesting game for both they and their rivals across from them, Brock, getting a key division matchup so early in this season. Colts file out into formation. Here comes first and 10. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And it'll be first down, Colts.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Pass play now. That one finds Josh Gowns. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike.
A gain of 12 yards. That's another.
Working on first down. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
He was covered by Travis Hunter.
Here's the throw. This is reeled in by Joshua Palmer. And he takes it across midfield and into Jaguars territory.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it third and 4.
Third down from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Intended for Michael.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and incomplete.
Oh, he's going to run for it. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first.
First down. A gain of 9 yards. And the Colts first down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide to practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
He smartly won't risk anything here. Just chucks this away. Ball stays at that 37. Here's second and 10.
Second and 10.
He's going to throw it. He takes it himself. He slides down with enough to pick up that first.
That's good for a Colts. First down. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Colts.
Here's Taylor from the pistol. And he'll gain about 7 on this one as he gets him down into the red zone.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
And the Colts, first down.
Taylor can't push it across. They make the stand. It looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too.
On the tackle. No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal.
He gets it again. This time he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Taylor, the ball carrier.
The Colts trim the lead to 1. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Well, we've been saying it for years, Brock. If at first you don't succeed, try that run again.
You're exactly right. It's going to take more than one stop to deter those offensive coaches from calling another run play. They've got such faith in their group up front to leverage right at the point of attack and punch it in on the second time around.
That one splits the uprights. And the Colts tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Has this at the 6. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. Second drive coming up for the Jacksonville offense. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch a breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
So play number 1 almost ended this drive. Let's see what play number 2 has in store. Lawrence, a quick throw out wide. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
1 quarter down in this all-AFC South contest. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. Back to Everbank Stadium in just a bit. Back for the second quarter. It's Jaguar football. They have it on 3rd and 5. Now it's Lawrence. That's caught for the first. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
6. And the Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Walker now from the gun. Dodges another stop. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
That's another Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Running with Walker again. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. It was Reed Blankenship making the stop. Now after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. 7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Hand off to Tootin. He's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
That's another Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Now an inside give to Walker. And they're going to have 1st and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there.
19 more yards. That's good for a Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Read option on first down. He's going to keep it. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
Lawrence looking to throw. Has it down close. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Now we have a momentary stoppage for an injured Colts as they get somebody out there to tend to him. Third and just 2 to go. Here he is on 3rd and short. Into the hands of his running back, Walker. It's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal. Walker punches it in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars take a 2nd quarter lead. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Little able to connect on the point after. And the Jaguars break that tie and now lead by 7. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Return coming from the 6. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Colts have running back Jonathan Taylor headed out with the rest of the offense. They aren't even quite sure what this team is going to settle in as this season, Brock, but already this is an important contest for them that could have postseason implications down the line. First down, play action. Low left side is caught by Sinnott. He's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 33-yard line. A gain of 4.
Back to throw. Gets it quickly to Palmer. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
That's another Colts 1st down. A gain of 13 yards. And the Colts 1st down.
To the right, pulled in by Palmer. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8. At the
looking to throw here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming 3rd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. And let that pass rush get home.
Nickel look by the Jaguars here. 3rd down. Here he goes. 3rd and long. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up. Bryce Barringer on now to punt. And he'll try to hit this one well. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. The Jaguars start headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. And we'll see if the perfect start can continue as they try for their 3rd touchdown in 3 drives. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. Still working past the 40. And they'll finally get him at the 47-yard line. Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just 1 play. On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 48-yard line.
Now Lawrence. Hits his running back. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll give up the gut to Walker. And he has enough room to gain about 4. They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
At the 35-yard line.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Short pass brought in. And this is near the first down, but they need 1 more yard now to get it. 3rd down at the 29.
Third down.
Lawrence here running a sneak. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain.
It's a gain of a yard. That's
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
It's Walker on the give. This is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. And after the play, one of the Colts is still out there injured. We get a brief stoppage here as they check on him. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And they'll stop him after a short gain to the 13. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup at 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
To the ground with Walker. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars take a 13-point lead. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get 1, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one right down the middle. And the Jaguars double their lead to 14. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. This return starts at the 5.
The Colts take over first.
Now the Indianapolis offense heading out. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Only able to get back to the line on that first down play, so no gain.
Nice little welcoming party waiting for him at the line of scrimmage. No surprises that time. This defense was ready.
So it's going to be 2nd down and 10 on the other side, Brock. We've reached our 2-minute warning. Hang with us. More football coming up from Everbank. 2nd and 10. Here he is to throw. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
3rd and long for him here. Knocked away and hits the ground incomplete. That brings up 4th down. The Colts ready for the punt. Bryce Behringer, the one to send it away. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Fights his way through a tackle. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The Jaguars start headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. And that front is really going to need to buckle down and provide some more opposition because he's gotten off to an excellent start here. First and 10, it's Lawrence. Knocked away, and that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, and that brings up 2nd down.
Brian Thomas Jr. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. Completed over the middle. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it
3rd down, Lawrence to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just just couldn't hang on through the contact. And 4th and 4 coming up. Jacksonville in punt formation. Logan Cook, the one to kick it away. Takes this in at the 25. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Colts ready to take the field. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. Dumped off to his running back. Short pickup to their own 31. Devin Lloyd on the tackle. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. They're throwing it.
At the 31-yard line.
Finds the in route complete. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. Timeout Indianapolis. That's its 2nd. Pass play on 1st and 10. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. The Colts take a timeout. That's their last one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact. It gets home. But, of course, we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field in more than a second or two.
Devin Lloyd on the coverage defensively.
From the gun on 3rd down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pound that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
That's taken at the 15. They found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up. Now the Jaguars offense ready to take over once more. And it looks likely they'll carry a 2-score advantage into that locker room. A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive. First down throw, Lawrence. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. That's incomplete left side. So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
Thomas Jr. Incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down.
And off to Walker from the gun. This is going to be shy at first, but not by much. It's 4th and short.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Logan Cook on the punt. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. He has it at the 22. And he gets a pretty nice result there on the punt return to put an end to our first 2 quarters of play. So entering the locker room, got ourselves a 2-score game. It's time to hear from Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Our trip around the league starts now. In the Motor City, the Lions at home to take on the visiting New York Giants. And this is the running back. Just give him a little bit of space, and he can do the rest. 19 yards on the touchdown. The Lions are off to a good start, 2-0 on the young season. From there, let's go to Music City, Nashville, Tennessee. Check in on the Titans. They're playing host to the Buffalo Bills. And it's Josh Allen. He gets this one complete, 6-yard touchdown pass. The Bills get their first win of the year, and they had to earn it, too. They get the road victory. Lastly, we head out to SoFi Stadium. It's the Chargers taking on the Houston Texans. And this is Omarion Hampton. Gets past the line of scrimmage, gets room, gets it in. 22 yards on the touchdown. The Chargers are in the win column. They win it in front of the home faithful and move to 1-1. And time for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the National Football League. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward. As we hand it back over to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. The coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's first and 10. Third quarter's going to start with a run by Walker. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
Finds him over the middle. And he's down very close to that first, but looks like he is stopped just in time after a gain of 4.
Brings up third and 1.
He's going to keep this one, and they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
It's a gain of a yard. And the Jaguars first down. First and 10 at the 37.
New set of downs from 37. Lawrence, a quick throw out wide. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
That's another Jaguars first down.
On the carry, it's Walker. And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Colts side of the field. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up second and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
Staying with Walker. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to leave him with third and 3.
Third and 3.
Trying to get it with the option. Breaks the tackle. He's going to bring this down to their 35. Now we have a momentary stoppage for an injured Colts as they get somebody out there to tend to him. All set to go now from the 35. Walker on first down. He's going to get inside the defense's 30 here. Looks to be a gain of about 6 on the play.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
This is Walker on second. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door to a bigger gap in the future.
He's got his man. This is Walker. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with first and goal.
It's a gain of 22 yards. That's another Jaguars first down.
Working inside the red zone. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. So the incompletion on first. Here's second and goal.
Leads to second and goal.
Lawrence working from the gun. Near the goal line. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Just shy of the goal line.
Here we go. Third and less than a yard.
Brings up third and goal.
Got to keep this one and go. And he's in for the touchdown. The Jaguars grow the lead coming out of halftime. Trevor Lawrence with the touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. A All right, Brock, wondering your thought here, because to me it felt like they already had a play picked out to go for it on 4th down if that sneak hadn't worked. Do you agree?
Well, by they, if you mean the guys in the booth on the sideline, sure. But the 11 on the field, that effort just showed you they were not thinking about anything else but pushing it across the line.
That one splits the uprights. And the Jaguars stretch their lead to 21. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Starting from the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Colts have running back Jonathan Taylor headed out with the rest of the offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on the right.
That throw intended for Tyler Warren. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Throw here, 3rd down. Gets him on the in route. Breaks another tackle, but the ball's out. Jets pick it up. They get a little extra on top of that fumble recovery as they take possession. And here I was just moments ago, Brock, thinking this dude is going to be impossible to stop. Bowling through defenders, which makes them forcing that fumble all the more impressive.
Yeah, you never want to tell your guys to stop fighting through tackles because he is, to your point, Kate, so good at it. But the longer he fights and stays up, the longer those defenders have a chance to fly in and rip that ball free.
The Jacksonville offense back on the field now. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but guess what, Kate? That defense didn't get much time to rest either. Now you can go in attack mode while they're still shaking off that last touchdown.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
As a corner in this league, well, you can go to the Pro Bowl if you can cover. But you want to be an all-pro, you stick someone like that.
There's a dive up the middle. The 2nd down run produces 7 before they bring him down.
That's not a call on the play sheet where you're expecting to get into space and win a foot race. You make that call to get a few yards and move on. So getting some good yardage on that one's a victory for the offense.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now they're left with 4th and short.
The Jaguars field goal. A 39-yard attempt.
Little knocks it through. And the advantage now sits at 24.
I know it's not a touchdown, but that's exactly what you want to do after a takeaway. Make them pay, and in this case, with 3.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Has this at the 6. They'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30. The Colts offense set to head out. And their defense held up after that fumble. Only gave up 3, so time for this offense to make it up to them. Get some points of their own. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Catch made left side by Palmer. And he picks up a good chunk of yards here. Looks to be about 7. He's up to the 37.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Right side, this is wheeled in by Warren. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. And they'll come up on 1st and 10.
24 yards. That's good for a Colts. First down.
They'll look to throw. To the right and reeled in by Downs. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone.
17 more yards. That's another Colts first down.
He's going to throw it again. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets this forward to the 19.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
They are throwing it again. Going with the screen to Taylor. And he's able to get this down to the 13. 3rd down, 1 yard to go.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Taylor trying to run for this first. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. 9-yard pickup, and it sets him up with first and goal.
That's another Colts first down. First and goal, Indianapolis.
Working now from the gun. And he can't escape. Jaguars all over him. And it's step one towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. Second and goal coming up.
Well, now this is certainly going to make second and goal considerably more difficult. He could have gotten rid of it to avoid the big loss. But give some credit here to the defense as well. That pressure was suffocating. It's going to make it a more difficult now second and goal situation.
They call pass on second and goal. Dumps this underneath to Taylor. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. Need a touchdown here as they line up for third and goal.
4 yards on the pickup. It's now third.
And send their tight end right. Here he goes, third and long. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on. That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Return coming from the 6. Escapes a defender. Shoots another one. Fought off a tackle, but lost the football! And they steal it back on the return. Now, we just don't see kick returns nearly as often as we used to, Brock, which makes impact plays on them like that so much rarer.
Yeah, that is so well said. It kind of reminds me of my son's baseball coach, right? At a young age, you're always coaching those guys, hey, the ball's going to come to you. The ball's going to come to you every single pitch. The ball's going to come to you. And these kickoff cover guys, they got to think in their mind every time is my chance to make a play, and they just did.
So we hit the end of the third quarter. It's the Colts who have the football. Given the score, they're going to need points every time out from here on. Coming to the line, this is first and 10. From the red zone, on first. To the end zone, but incomplete. Took their shot there on first down, Brock, but don't come away with any points just yet. After the incomplete pass, here comes second and 10. He's going to throw this one. Completed over the middle. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first. Third and just 2 to go.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up third and 2.
Here he is on third and short. The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
You know, third and short is a difficult one to call. Do you want to run into the teeth of a defense looking for that handoff, or try to throw it to him and use the element of surprise? Evidently, well, that's when they should have run instead.
They're going Taylor. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a first and goal.
I think sometimes you hear 4th and 2 and it sounds like it's short. But what if I said 4th and 6 feet? That's a little bit more, and it takes a surge just like that to get it done.
And he's got it for the touchdown. But while they celebrate, back near the line, we've got a flag, Brock, in the neighborhood we usually see holding. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Wrong time to get caught for holding. Backed him up as they'll retry this first and goal. Now they're going to throw out of the gun. He brings it in. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's second and goal.
14 brings up second and goal.
Back now, pressure coming. Pass it down close. He has the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts get it back to within 2 possessions. Well, good luck stopping the big fella that close to the goal line, Brock. I've always thought that the distance right there is just made for tight ends to score touchdowns.
Yeah, and it's not just the sport that you also love to cover in basketball. It's all about matchups. You get near the red zone and into the end zone, matchups become critical. And when you got a dude like this that's a mismatch maker, you feed him.
That one right down the middle. And the Colts get it back to a 14-point game.
31. Colts 17.
The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. He fields it from the 8. Jukes away from one. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Jaguars start headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones, continuing to hit this defense. More good numbers well into this second half. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Couldn't connect right side, it's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. So it's 2nd down coming up.
There defensively.
Lawrence now off the play action. Dumped off to his running back. He's right up next to that 1st down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd.
He's trying to do it himself. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down. The Jaguars into punt formation. And they could really use a good one here. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. Here comes the Colts offense now for another possession. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended Brock in a touchdown. Back to pass on 1st and 10. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. This play's a design run.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
2nd and 10, back to throw. Took off with it again. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
This is one of those occasions that it looks so promising when you take off as a quarterback, and then you're reminded just how fast these defenses are in the NFL. Couldn't quite move the chains, but it wasn't for a lack of trying.
And that one's incomplete for now. It brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. You got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing him. Third and long for him here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks, well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
On now comes their punter. He takes the fair catch at about the 26-yard line. The Jaguars start headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Lawrence. Oh, he's in trouble, and he's going to go down. The Colts got him. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Hey, Kate, I think we know that the quarterback's a demanding position because not only do you have to have a clock in your head, but you've got to have a spatial awareness of where you are on the field. And once you start retreating, going backward and backward and backward, you got to just fling the ball in the stands. Otherwise, well, you take a huge negative sack like that.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. Short pass brought in. And he gets it up close to the 25 before he's out of bounds. Extra man in the secondary for the Colts now. 3rd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 13.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Indianapolis offense ready to take another swing at it. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set. 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. Now to throw. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Looking for Michael Pittman Jr. on that throw. And now it's 2nd down. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Oh, he got free. But there's too much pressure, and he's brought down. It's the 5th time they've gotten there for a sack of this one, Brock. And they're going to try for number 6 on 3rd down. Finds his man down. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. And in the 4th, offense staying out there for this.
It's 4th down.
Desperation time here. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs. So that play doesn't work out, but things make it even worse for them. Looks like one of their big guys out front is in need of a look from the training sack. They've got 1st down here from the 36. Now an inside give to Walker. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. A gain of 15 there. And the Jaguars have a 1st down.
That's good for a Jaguars 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Running with Walker again. He dodged the tackle. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal.
A gain of 15 yards. That's another Jaguars 1st down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Walker now from the gun. And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5. It's 2 yards on the gain, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
Pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
Lawrence working from the gun. And this is going to be a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars have likely locked up the win right there. That one not easy, Brock. Threading the needle there. There was a lot of traffic in the end zone, but he found his man.
Yeah, that was an ill-advised decision, but when give your receiver a chance, that's what they love. And sometimes you just have to trust your guys are better than theirs.
Little tacks on the extra point. And the Jaguars stretch their lead to 21.
Jaguars 38, Colts 17.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Returning it from the 4. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Now the Indianapolis offense heading out. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
Offense to the line fast.
Pickup of 3 brings up 2nd and 7. At the
2nd down carry for Taylor. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down. Working quickly here.
Williams on the stop. A loss of 2 yards.
They'll air it out on 3rd. He's going to run for it. This gets the 1st and more. And he's finally caught after a big 3rd down gain, but was one of his teammates caught by an official? We've got a flag down. Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no, It's got to come back. Shotgun now on third down. Throw right side finds Pittman. And he's up across the 20 before going out of bounds. Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. Oh, he puts some air under this one, right side. And this is rejected. The defender knocks the throw away and forces a turnover on downs.
Hey, I get it, it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Now the Jaguars getting set to go. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone, but the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
Gave away a couple on the first down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12. It's the 2-minute warning here in Jacksonville. Jaguars moments away from a 2-0 start. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Lawrence to throw it. Finds him over the middle. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. It's in the nickel set on third.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
They give up the gut to Walker. And he gets him 5, but still a ways short of that line of gain. So here comes 4th down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
Little knocks it through, and the advantage now sits at 24.
Yet another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach, because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Has this at the 6. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Colts ready to take the field. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Taylor. And he'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Working now from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Third down from the gun. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Timeout, Indianapolis. That's its 2nd. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. They'll bring out the punter here. And this is the 5th time he's been called upon today. And the fair catch made here at the 15. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down.
At their own 16-yard line.
Lawrence here, design keeper. So the Jaguars come away with a win in this one. And they're stacking momentum right away this season as they begin the year 2-0. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Jaguars as we bid farewell from Jacksonville.